Cheating in video games is probably one of the scummiest things you can do, and it really shows your lack of skill as a player. And recently, I saw a video by this person named Lakey talking about why they started cheating. And when I watched the video, it was a short video by the way, it really kind of made me angry and realize that a lot of the players that we face on Hypixel, whether it be in Bed Wars, Duels, Sky Wars, or the Pit, a lot of them more so now are not legit. Cheaters come in all forms and sizes. You may think of a cheater as somebody that's just constantly bee-hopping, scaffolding all over the place, but sometimes cheaters can be really well hidden in plain sight, acting as somewhat of a pro player, but they have that unfair advantage over top of it. Now, why would someone feel compelled to cheat, especially in a block game meant for children? Well, a lot of people do not like the fact that, there are people like me who have spent, I don't know, probably 1,000 hours playing Bridge and Bed Wars and all sorts of other duels. And the thing is, too, if you're getting beat in a video game, it's literally as simple as just trying to get better. I play Fortnite all the time, and against my friends, I end up dueling them, and I end up losing a lot of the time because I have this one friend who's really good. But that doesn't make me want to cheat. It makes me just want to get better. And I don't think everybody thinks the same way I do. Well, obviously, the world would be a different place. But at the same time, I feel like in a video game, if you have to cheat just to have any fun, there's something wrong with that. And lately on Hypixel, I've been noticing more and more that cheaters are just becoming more prevalent in the games, especially on my alt. Because I actually have a clip, and I'm going to try and put it in right here, where I just get bee-hopped on. And it's just like, why? Why do people cheat, especially on this? Now, some people cheat just to ruin others' experiences, and those people are scum of the earth. But I'm talking about cheaters that cheat in the game because they just suck and they want an actual game advantage. I don't understand why you do that. Why would you want to, first off, inflate your skill level? Because the thing is, if you didn't have the cheats, you wouldn't be good. And second off, you could never really have much fun. You're only restricted to playing pubs, because if you joined a tournament or something like that, it would just completely show everybody how full of crap you are. But secondly, why do you want to cheat so bad? And the thing is, too, there are people who blatantly cheat, and these are the people that ruin experiences in Hypixel, and not even just in Hypixel, but in just games in general. But I'm focusing on Hypixel Bed Wars, which is my niche. I see so many people all the time. I used to, maybe in 2022, 2023, when I was playing, maybe 2021 when I started to get into the PvP community, I could, dismiss a player that was extremely laggy or something that didn't get correct hits as just lag. Now I have to think in the back of my head, these cheat developers like Vape Client and a ton of others like Raven B Plus, like that guy mentioned in his video. I've never heard of Raven B Plus or any of these. I've heard of Hazuni before, but a lot of these clients are starting to take advantage of the fact that Hypixel has some of the poorest server lag and some of the poorest hit registration and, the craziest knockback. And they're starting to make it, available in their cheat clients. And they're trying to basically, instead of trying to avoid Watchdog, which Watchdog itself is flawed to heck and back, it is terrible as a system, but we'll get to that in just a second. Basically, these cheat developers, they went from trying to, make their cheats as, normal as possible to just following the perception of Hypixel. Basically, they're trying to say, oh, well, instead of making myself look blatant, let's give myself a little bit more reach and but instead of making it look obvious, let's just make it look like I'm a laggy player that's getting the craziest hits because I have 300 ping and my hits register every 0.3 seconds after that. And these cheat developers, they keep doing that because people keep paying for it, which that's been, a thing since the dawn of time in cheating. But dude, why can't Hypixel counter this? If a player is consistently good, and this is something that I know Hypixel could do, and there was this whole ordeal with account migration, and I thought account migration would fix everything. I thought all these hundreds of thousands or even millions of compromised alts would finally be put behind it, and I was like, finally, because I made a rant 3 years ago on a different channel. I'll link it below because I talked about cheating in there too, but I was finally happy that Hypixel was going to be rid of cheaters. Now I know there were going to be closet cheaters, but I feel the problem itself has still not been fully addressed. Account migration is still not required to play. It's only a Microsoft thing, which there are still hundreds of thousands of Microsoft accounts that have been compromised. And with the amount of social engineering scams that go across like Discord, YouTube links, Telegram, first off, if you have to deal with anybody on Telegram, they're automatically a scammer. I'm just sorry to say that. Like, there's probably 5% of deals on Telegram that end up working out positive for both parties, because most of the time when people use Telegram, it's to scam. I'm sorry. But it's cheating in itself, especially closet cheating, is just such a hierarchy of so many different aspects and, components that make up the full picture. But let's not get into that right now. Let's start talking about Watchdog. Watchdog, it's a flawed anti-cheat. And the thing is, too, because of the way Hypixel works and the way their knockback is, it's not like they could use something like anti-gaming chair, which is what Mindman Club uses, and why Mindman has less cheaters than Hypixel. There's a lot less, cheaters, because first off, Mindman's a smaller server. Generally, Hypixel has about, maybe 10,000 or less people on their PvP game modes, because Skyblock has just taken over the face. Oh, another thing, Skyblock. Watchdog has to be implemented because of Skyblock, because there's so many things in Skyblock, the movement, especially in Skyblock, is so cheater-like that if anti-gaming chair was on there, then it would detect all the Skyblock stuff and be like, hey, we got a problem here because, your aspect at the end is teleporting and it's jazzing all over the place here. And, they could not do that because Hypixel's not just a PvP-based server anymore, it's also a Skyblock server. But Watchdog for years, and this is not even a new problem, this is just after watching this video by Lakey, and I don't care if Lakey finds this video or calls it out, because your reasoning for cheating is piss poor. I don't care. There's no justification in my mind for cheating, and the dislike to like ratio shows that clearly, because there is a massive, according to just the YouTube dislikes thing, which is not always accurate after looking at my own analytics, there was just a brutal 50 dislike ratio, 50%. I don't care if you watch this video, Lakey, or any other cheaters that come across my videos. The reasoning behind why I'm making this video is not because, I think it's like an interesting topic. It's because I'm so tired of people cheating on a block game and saying that and also, first off, being entitled enough to have a reason to justify cheating in a block game, but not just that, why cheating even exists in a block game in the first place. And the thing is, too, I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't popular, because cheating has become literally a third of the entire PvP community. I'm not even exaggerating this either. Cheating has become a literal, like, almost ingrained part, to the point where it's almost its own community in itself. There's no longer just the PvP community. There's the PvP community and then the illegitimate PvP community. And it's getting sickening to know that in a Bed Wars Sweat Lobby 2, another reason why I made this is because Bed Wars recently implemented a patch to fix sniping and also fix the Abyss overlay issue. I'm pretty sure that's why they did this, but they added the star count above your heads. And I'm thinking to myself here, that's just another way for snipers to know who you are, because I don't know if this works with nicks or not. It probably does, knowing Hypixel. They at least like try to love their YouTubers and whatnot. But just the massive amount of cheating and the sniping capabilities with a tool like that, it's so massive. And there's just so many problems to this. Like I said before, cheating is like a hierarchy of multiple different components that all lead into a big picture. And, to kill cheating, you don't just start at the server. You have to work your way up and kill all the individual moving parts. It's like a car, basically. If your car doesn't have oil, it's not going to run. If your car's got a flat tire, it's not going to move. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to destroy the bits and pieces of cheating. But back to the people that closet cheat. I just don't know what to say. I wish there was a way that Hypixel could make Watchdog better, because you see the little ban messages, it pops up about every hour of gameplay on Hypixel. Watchdog banned 9,800 people in the last week. Keep reporting people to Watchdog. Keep using Atlas on Hypixel to report cheaters. But the problem is, what Hypixel is turning into is cheaters are getting less and less detectable. And this is coming from a player standpoint and an AI standpoint. Cheaters are becoming so good at what they do now that it's almost impossible to tell a cheater from a good player, and it's getting scary. And that's why I'm making this video, to spread awareness on the issue of cheating on Hypixel. In the pit, people can be hot for hours and have no issues. But it's getting so scary now because there's actually a profitable industry behind it, and that profitable industry was supposed to die 3 years ago. But it's still happening, and it's still a thing to career hack on Hypixel to make players' experiences worse because alt shops exist, because compromised accounts, it's a whole hierarchy. I've already said this 3 times. It's a hierarchy system, and I wish, and this is why I'm making this video, because I want everybody to just like spread this video, put this video everywhere, because I want to be able to put an end to cheating on Hypixel. I know we probably won't get it, but at least if we can get a few cheaters banned, boys, it'll make my day a lot better. But anyways, hopefully you guys, took some information away from this video. Please share this video with everybody you can, because this is the first time I've ever asked that. Just share this video everywhere to spread awareness about cheating, because we as a community can make change, and I know we can. But anyways, hopefully you guys took some information from this, and yeah, see ya.